Finding new leads for your business is now easier than ever, and in this video I'm going to show you a fast, simple and free way that you can find hundreds if not thousands of leads for your business. Now when you are running your own business, you probably want to get as much done in as little time as possible, and that's where things like AI tools and different automation tools come in. Taja, for example, is an AI tool specific for YouTube that saves you a lot of time and helps making optimizing your videos a lot easier. And even though it is packed with features to help you save time and make your YouTube journey a lot easier, I won't get into each of them in detail right now because we have made a lot of other videos that explains them that you can check out on the channel. But if you do want to check out the actual Taja software, I will leave a link in the description of this video to get you a free 7-day trial so that you can test out all of those features that it's got to offer. So that's an example of an AI tool. Then you also get automation tools, and these are tools or softwares that you as a business owner can use to delegate different tasks, whether they are tedious or repetitive, and these softwares or these tools will get them done pretty much on autopilot. So in a nutshell, when you use these AI and automation tools in the right way, it's going to save you a ton of time. Basically, AI and automation equals time saved. Then when you look at your business, the two things that you probably focus on the most is 1, having a product to sell, and 2, finding customers or potential customers to buy your product. And today I'm going to cover the finding customers part of it. I came across this method not too long ago and it is so good that I just had to share it with you. Basically, it's a way that you can collect and find new leads for your business without having to pay for any subscriptions for any software. And to do this, you're going to need 3 different tools: Google, ChatGPT, and then make.com to set up all of your automations. Now let's get into how to do this. So we're going to start with Google, and when you do your Google search, there's a specific search query that you need to do. I'll leave it up on the screen so that you can take a screenshot of it or write it down so that you got it when it's time to use it. So essentially we're going to use Google to search for all of these new leads. Now when you look at the search query, let's break it down real quick. The first part says site : and then it is your site URL. So the places where we're going to search for leads using this method are social media platforms, specifically Instagram and LinkedIn. So for example, if you're going to be searching on Instagram, where it says URL, you're going to replace that with instagram.com. If it's LinkedIn, you can replace it with linkedin.com. Then we move over to the profession, and this is your industry or your niche. So things like doctors, plumbers, fitness coaches, life coaches. There is really no limit to the industry that you can put in here. So think about who your target market is, and that is who you are going to put in under the profession section. Then the third part of the query are the email domains. So for example, I've added gmail.com and yahoo.com, Hotmail, Outlook, AOL, and iCloud. Let's say I want to search for fitness coaches on Instagram. All I do is edit the search query so that it says instagram.com and then fitness coach, not plural, because people wouldn't put fitness coaches on their profiles. They would list their professions as a fitness coach. Then hit enter and let Google start searching. And just like that, Google is going to give you a bunch of search results of fitness coaches who are on Instagram who have most likely listed their email addresses as well. So from here, all you're going to do is select all of these search results and copy them. So on a Mac, you're going to hit Command A. On a PC, you're going to hit Control A. Oh, and another thing is that when you do your Google search, you're probably only going to get like 10 results on the first page, and then you're going to have to go to the second page to get the next 10. This can be quite time consuming for the next step. It'll all make sense when I explain it, but I do have a way around it, or a way to make things easier if you want to use it. So once you've got everything copied from your Google search result, you're going to use ChatGPT. And in your prompt, you are going to paste everything that you've copied from the Google search results. Now don't hit enter just yet, because there is something you need to do before that. Above everything that you just pasted, you are going to insert an additional instruction for this prompt. In this case, I said format the data below into a table with these columns: full name, company name, website URL, email, and phone number. Once that's done, hit enter and let ChatGPT start creating the table for you. Once it's done populating the table, just scroll to the bottom and copy everything. Then head over to Google Sheets, open a new spreadsheet, and paste your table in. We will name this new leads. Now you'll notice that I only have 14 different search results that I got from Google, and the reason for this is because that's as many as it's going to show up on the first page. If I want more, I'm going to have to go into the second page of Google, redo the copy and paste thing, and then instruct ChatGPT to add in those additional leads into the list. So this can be pretty time consuming. What I do, you can do this as well, it's entirely up to you. I use a Chrome extension called Google 100 Search Results. It is free, and what this does is, instead of it giving you like 10 or 15 search results on the first page, it gives you 100, which, to be honest, if you're just starting off, 100 is probably more than you need right now. But moving on, once you've got all of your leads in your table inside your new sheet, we're going to head over to make.com and set up a new automation. Now, make.com is free. You can just sign up for your free plan. And once you get inside, you are going to create a new scenario. Once the page loads up, you are going to click on the plus icon, and we are going to use Google Sheets. Then select Watch New Rows. Now, if you've just created your make.com account, you will need to click on the add over here just so that you can add in your Gmail account and connect it to your make.com account. Once you have everything connected, all you're going to do is head over and make sure that under Drive it says My Drive, Spreadsheet ID. This is where you're going to select the Google Sheet that you've just created. So there it is, New Leads, Sheet Name. We only have one sheet. Tables contains headers, yes, and then underneath limit, I'm going to switch it to 1, so that it just pretty much runs the automation one email at a time, not double up. Once that's done, click OK, and then once that's done, we're going to click on the save icon, and then right next to the save icon, it says every 15 minutes. Now I'm going to change this to around 1 hour, and the reason I keep it at 1 hour instead of 15 minutes is because if you send your emails out too often or too frequently, your email address may be flagged as spam. So 1 hour is usually a good time window. It is going to be automated, so you don't have to keep an eye on this at all. So I would definitely recommend setting this to 1 hour intervals. So once we have our sheet connected, we're going to click on add another module, scroll down to Gmail, and then select send an email. Now again, if it's your first time using make.com, you will need to connect your Gmail account by simply clicking add here and then following all of the instructions to get that set up. But once it's done, we're going to head over to add a recipient. Under email address, we're going to select email, and you'll notice that it says email D. If we go back over into our sheet, the D column is all of the emails. And then for the rest of the email, you can type in your subject and the content that you want to put in, or the main body of your email. Once you've done that, click OK. And that's it. That's pretty much the setup part of your automation done. Now, when you're typing out your actual email, remember that this is your first point of outreach or your first point of contact with your new leads. People are not going to read a super long-worded or long-winded email. Keep it short, keep it tight. 3 to 4 short sentences. Just tell them who you are, what you do, and how you can help them, and then if they would like to hear more about that. And then once your leads start replying to that email, you can reach out with more information. I'd highly recommend sending them a video or a link to a video telling them more about your business, simply because video content has been found to have up to 300% higher click-through rates than a regular text email. But once it's done, the final step is to click on save, and that's it. So now if we go into your scenarios, it shows the scenario or the automation that you've just created, and you have the option to turn it on and off just by toggling this switch right over here. And that's the whole process, like I promised. Fast, simple, free. Try it out and let us know in the comments how it goes for you. Keep creating, keep growing, and I'll catch you in the next video.